let's see if we can find something breaking about net neutrality right now, just because it did officially end right now. Today is the day that the Congress has 60 days to try to get the CRA going. And of course, we have our state laws that people are pushing through. And of course, we have municipal internet. Did it end? Well, they officially repealed it on the books, but they have 60 days to pass the CRA, and they can overturn it. Oh, wait, here we go. So here's how it actually works. The unwinding of net neutrality will begin on April 23rd. You know what's weird? This is weird right away. 23 used to be my fucking lucky number, and I have changed that in the past couple years. Yeah, so there is a 60-day waiting period, but it was officially on the books as of today. So technically it's rescinded, but not officially. Sounds like political jargon, right? Well, it is, but here's the situation. Net neutrality ends and dissent is slowed down or shut down. Good point, DC. I'm with you. All right, so let's get into this article. This article is only 4 hours old, and because today is the day it officially went on the books, let's see what's going on. The unwinding of net neutrality will begin on April 23rd. Net neutrality protections moved closer to coming off the books today with the publication of the Federal Communication Commission's new rules in the Federal Register. So it's in the Register. That's done. But there's still time for a CRA. Parts of the change are set to go into effect on April 23rd. However, the bulk of the order, which reverses the tough net neutrality rules put into place in 2015, still doesn't have a date for when it will be official. That's because the rules modify data collection requirements and therefore have to be approved by the Office Management and Budget. Once that happens, the FCC will publish another document in the Federal Register announcing when net neutrality protections are officially done for. The publication means that a new fight around net neutrality is about to begin. States and other parties may now be able to sue over the rules. Some have already gotten started, and a battle in Congress will kick off over a vote to reverse the entirety. I misread that. We'll kick off a vote to reverse the order entirely. So what is that referring to? That's referring to a lot of the solutions we've talked about. The solutions we've talked about are the state rules for net neutrality, states publishing their own laws, taking the FCC to court over these laws, and also the CRA, which is the Congressional Review Act, meaning Congress can use their authority to overturn this rule. And as of right now, they are one vote shy of doing that. Which one do we need to try? All of them. All of them. The CRA has some complications because it's got to get through the House, it's got to get through the Senate, and it's got to be signed off by Donnie Tiny Hands Trump. So we got a long haul there. But you know, you got to try it. I mean, public opinion's there. So if it goes through, then Trump would be very highly pressured to sign off on it, despite the fact that he doesn't want to. And honestly, I have a feeling net neutrality is one of those things he probably doesn't even understand. You know what I mean? So it's like, if the public demands it enough, and if there are some high-level donors, keep in mind, we have some unlikely allies in the fight in net neutrality. We have some corporate entities that are on the same side as us. Are they on the same side as us because they care about internet freedom and media democracy and content creators like me? Fuck no. They're on our side because it benefits their business model. However, in this case, take the unlikely ally. The fact that Google's on our team doesn't mean net neutrality is bad. It just means in this one, for instance, we have some mutually beneficial things at stake here. So let's take the unlikely ally. If we don't take the unlikely ally, guess what's going to happen? They're going to find a way to adjust their business model so that net neutrality doesn't benefit them anymore, and then we lose the unlikely ally. So if you want to buy this libertarian argument of like, oh, net neutrality is not a big deal because look at these corporate conglomerates that favor it, go ahead and try to be that partisan over the issue and don't dissect it for what it really is. Take the unlikely ally. So anyway, that's my thought on net neutrality. So this is the official. So it's on the books, but it's not quite on the books. We're not going to see anything till April 23rd. In the meantime, we got battles going on in the courts. How can you help out with battles going on in the courts? Go to freepress.net. Freepress.net. They're pushing through with a lot of those lawsuits. See how you can help them out. They're even hiring. They're hiring. So look into that. And do what I did. Show up to your city council about municipal internet. Because keep in mind, municipal internet, that is the permanent solution. And if we get good state net neutrality laws, I mean, Montana just passed theirs. We got ours in California. There's New York. That's great too. But the only permanent fix is municipal internet. Marcus just summed up the whole thing with some of the corporations being on our side. The enemy of an enemy is a temporary ally. Exactly. These folks are our temporary allies, but let's take the allies. When it comes to this fight, that's how important net neutrality is. That's how important a free and open internet is. Take the unlikely ally this time. Don't fall for the misinformation that net neutrality is not a big deal just because some unlikely people support it too. We can disagree the other 364 days a year with these corporate conglomerates. Net neutrality, we have that in common. We got to take the unlikely ally here. This isn't about compromising. This isn't about this is about seeing something big picture. And I'm getting a little preachy. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, buddy. So I guess that's the update. That's the net neutrality update.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.